So when I grab the leg here now, I don't want this leg to be able to pull out. So I'm going to take a control on the knee. Okay? So number one, whichever foot I'm going to attack, I want to be facing. So that means that I want to have a staggered stance. So if I'm going to attack this leg, I'm going to have my left leg as my lead leg. So when I stand staggered, I'm looking at his foot right here. Right? His foot's here. That's fine for right now. I'm going to grab his ankle. And now my grip's going to go to the outside. I'm basically gripping like behind the knee, and I'm going to turn his knee in towards the center. Okay? So now if he tries to work the escape to turn the heel, very difficult because I've got this control over his knee right here. Okay? So this is the control that's going to make it so he can't get this leg out of here. Right? And my grip, I'm in pretty deep right here. I don't want to be shallow. I don't want to be on the wrist right here, because once we're going for the attack, it's going to be harder to get my arm in deeper than it is to have it in too deep and be able to pull it out a little bit if I need to. Right? So I'm going in pretty deep with my grip right here, and I'm kind of pulling up. I've got my grip turned right here. Okay? So we're going to drop back into our Ashi leg lock position. Now, since I'm going to set up my leg lock, I want to make sure my arm is right back on the heel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back. Boom, and his heel is going to catch my hand, catch my arm from slipping over. So I'm forward, boom, I pull, and his heel catches me. So I'm right on that Achilles now. I'm going to drop back by putting this foot on the hip, and I'm going to drop back and fall onto my side on top of the leg. So that position that we were in, the very first position while we were doing the drill, that's going to put us into our Ashi, right? If his foot is here, you can come here, and I like to use my elbow and pop that grip off right there, right? So if his foot's on top of my thigh right there, I can move my foot in kind of close. I don't want to let go here because then he'll escape. Exactly. So I'm going to stay here. My elbow comes down. I can pop that foot off my leg right there if I need to. Now I'm going to step foot to the outside. When I drop back, I want to keep tension on the heel. Big mistake people make here is they squat down. Look what happens. That foot just pushes through in the back. Well, now I'm on the calf muscle. It's not going to work as easily. I want to be back on that Achilles, sit, drop. And I'm basically pulling him back towards me right here. Heel on the hip. I'm hooking underneath that far thigh. Got my arm around, so I'm going to attack the leg. My hand is through quite a ways, so this is good for my grip. My second hand comes at the wrist to control. I don't want to grab at the knuckles because then my arm just bends right here. I want to go at the wrist. When I push up, it gets everything tight. Right there. Okay? And now to finish the leg lock, I'm squeezing the knees, and I'm going to pull this elbow back underneath my body, tight into my ribs. So 1, 2. To get that finish right there. Okay? It's going to be nice and tight right there. If you don't get the tap while you're down and you're trying to put a lot of pressure on, usually it means you slid up the leg a little bit, and you're putting all the pressure right at the bottom of the calf, and there's almost no nerve endings there, there's no joints there. It's be very hard to get a submission cranking here. You need to be down on that angle. Okay? So we're here, boom, got my staggered stance, I overwrap, I control the knee. My elbow can come in, I pop his foot off, I like to step, drop back, and you can see I kept tension in the leg as I dropped back. I almost pulled him with me. I'm on my side, I take my grip at the wrist and I'm pulling that up into my chest. That already makes it tight. And I'm not rolling over my elbow, I'm pulling the elbow back underneath me. There's a difference there for how much it's going to hurt your partner. I'm going to pull that back, and now I can start to extend. I can get that submission right there with that straight ankle lock. Okay? I'm always turning towards belly down. I don't want to lean back and try to look up at the ceiling and extend, because now he's going to be able to come on top very easily. If I go over the top down, I'm closing the door as I'm looking belly down. If I look up, my legs come up, now I'm opening that door. And he's going to be able to escape or pass or anything from there. I'm going to go on the other side now. So, overwrap, cup it on the outside knee, I'm keeping it turned in right here. Elbow in, boom, I pop that off. Heel, sit back. So I'm keeping him pulled towards me. Grabbing at my wrist, and I'm pulling up into my chest, pull that elbow back underneath with the ribs, and we get that submission right there. Okay? Let's go for it.